Been a minute since I made a vid. I'm here to complain for a little bit. Let me explain why I think smoking weed is stupid. And I'm tired of these fiends justifying it, right? So pretty much, I was on a court like a few months back, right? After I get done hooping, we playing a game of King of the Court. Been a minute since I hooped with the guys. It's been a while, right? So after we get done, they pretty much talk about hitting the wood and things like that. And I'm like, oh, great. Everybody here is a degenerate. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, how do I convince these guys that their body is a temple and that they're damaging it and that they shouldn't do what they do? How do I enter God into the equation? How do I do that? So now they just talking about the wood and this, that, and the third, and you can tell that somebody's a fiend. You know what I mean? It's just like their actions are more slower. It's like they seem just more stupider. And it's like if they smoke weed just for a prolonged period of time, their body just kind of gets stuck in that high mode, and that kind of becomes their base state. And now it's like they can't function higherly unless they hit it. So it's like, and you could tell somebody who smoked for a while, they just fiendish, especially after a long period of time. So these guys are talking about hitting the wood, things like that. I'm like, great, these are supposed to be my friends. How am I supposed to educate them on this type of matter? So I'm like, why do people even smoke weed? And then they're talking about, dude, like, you never tried it. Like, you'll just have to try it. It's just like, once you get high, it just hit different, bro. You know what I mean? That's how I lost weight, because I was getting high. You know who else lost weight? Meth addicts and crack addicts. But they're talking about it, and I'm just like, guys, why are we smoking weed? I just never understand it. And then like, you'll just have to get high and experience it. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. In the Bible, honor your body more and stuff like that. And then so apparently they're called one of their other homeboys that smokes, and then they just pull up. I guess they're gonna have a smoke session after they hoop. I'm just trying to tell them, like, yo, like, it's really y'all really damaging y'all brain. Y'all finna get just stupid after you do this for a prolonged period of time. There's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know I gotta quit. You know, I'm doing sports stuff like that. I'm like, yo, don't quit it for that. Quit it just cause you should. Once you get hooked on the dude, it's bad. I'm trying to tell them, like, really, you need to respect your body more than that, because it's really not that good for you. We having this debate now, and then talking about, dude, like, weed came from the earth, right? God made weed. You can use weed for herbal tea or this, that, and the third. But it's like, just because it came from the earth, that doesn't mean that you were meant to smoke it. There's plenty of things that came from this earth that Satan had twisted and perverted and used it for the wrong means that it wasn't supposed to be used for. So everything on this earth ain't good for you. So I don't see why people use that to justify, technically, quote unquote, meth came from the earth, so I can shoot up a needle, right? It's natural. God's fine with me doing that. No, things are on the earth that are poisonous that you're not supposed to eat, and they'll kill you. But it came from the earth, so that's cool, right? Plenty of things that came from the earth and is being used not how it was originally meant to be used. And that comes with a lot of today, and I feel like people make a lot of excuses to justify the coonery. Honestly, like they use it to justify the BS. Okay, you know good and dang well you're not supposed to be hitting a blunt. Okay, you have to roll it up, burn it, and inhale it. What about that is natural? You have to put that through a process to get high. If that's the case, and just eat the leaf. Like, it don't work like that. And a lot of times people get high and they have these crazy experiences like LSD and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you do realize, like, you're opening your body to a gateway, and you're allowing yourself to be open to spirits. That's why people have bad trips and have bad stuff like that. But now everybody nowadays want to be quote unquote spiritual. And when I was like 13, 14, I thought I was spiritual too. You know what I mean? Like taking shrooms, and it's expanding your consciousness, and you're woke, you're asleep. No, buddy, your brain is perfectly fine. You're tampering with your senses, and you're opening, like, you know, like you're opening your mind up to spirits and things like that. You're taking yourself from the regular physical level, and then you put yourself in the spiritual level, but that's not a good thing. They say it like it. Yeah, you're extending your consciousness, buddy, you got high. And a lot of people have bad trips and stuff like that. And I'm like, buddy, you've encountered a demon. That's it. And what I don't understand with spirituality is you talking about elevating and reaching higher and opening up your behind and reaching Christ consciousness, but then they'll turn around and be like, nah, I don't believe in the Bible. I ain't Christian or whatever. So it's like, how you take phrases and take terms from the Bible, but you're not gonna read the book and get the information from yourself. You think it's just a book of fairy tales. So where do they get Christ consciousness from? How you spiritual, and how do I believe in the Most High? And we both talking about demons and talking about spirits. But hey, just get you some crystals and you're gonna be good. What is a crystal gonna do? Be for real. They look cool and you can wear them for jewelry. But what is that finna do? Be for real. Okay, you wake up, and you got you a sleep paralysis demon in your room. What, you just finna throw a crystal at it and it's finna disappear? Come on now, let's be for real. This is a spiritual battle. And a lot of people need to really be humble and realize, sir, you are a physical human being. You are not fighting a demon. Okay, it's not a human, like flesh and bone, it says in the scripture. What I probably edited in the screen, you don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against spirits and wickedness. Okay, so this is not no nigga that you can just throw hands with. This is a spirit that was not created from the earth, and I think they're like fallen angels and stuff like that. And a lot of these people, after they do drugs for a long time, they start tweaking out and stuff like that. Like a meth head or a crackhead for a long time, they tweaking. You know not to mess with a crackhead and all that stuff. Why is that? Why when they do this drug for so long, they start acting crazy? Why is that the case? Because they've done drugs for so long and they've tampered with their mind and their brain for so long that they've done irreversible damage to it and shattered their brain and destroyed their cognitive functions. And so they can't think normally now. Now they talking to themselves and now they finna fight the wall, So it's like, I feel like people just using spirituality to justify dang near being a crackhead. Like, you're not that far from it. Because they do drugs too. They expand their consciousness. What makes them so different? You know what I mean? You on the same path. So I just never understood that. I don't understand how people, it's like, if I can smoke weed, I can stop right now. Or like I can quit if I want to. Quit for 30 days. Okay? And then everybody's vaping now. That's so, whatever. But it's like, come on now. If we just break down the human body, I'm not even a doctor. Break down the human body, just basic, and just realize, right? Okay, so you have lungs in your body. What is lungs meant to do? Breathe in. What do you breathe in? Oxygen. You need that to live. You breathe in air. If you breathe in smoke, what is that? Carbon dioxide. That is not good for you. So when you're smoking, you're just going to inhale that, but you're going to get high though, right? So just on a basic 1 + 1 = 2 monkey brain level, you can realize if you're burning something, inhaling it, that's my timer. So just on a monkey 1 + 1 = 2 level, you can realize, okay, I'm inhaling a chemical compound inside my body right now. So that's not supposed to be good. You know what I mean? And then weed smokers, y'all gonna sit up there and dog on cigarette smokers. You know what I mean? Like, what? That's like, that's like if you do crystal meth, you making fun of a heroin addict. Why? Because you a step above. Like, that's the equivalent. That's like a meth head laughing at a crackhead. They're just a weaker version of you. They're just a less, y'all both smoke. Y'all both doing it. Nigga, y'all both doing it. They just a weaker version of you. But like, y'all still both gonna damage yourselves in the long run. I value my stamina, I just don't see the hype behind it. I feel like everybody smoke now. I feel like everybody do that now. Then tattoos. Let me complain about tattoos. You get part two.